Hey, Az. Hey, I apologize. My mic not working for a bit, but okay. So basically, if you hadn't noticed already, this entire stream is gonna be boxed in. It is gonna be 1 by 1 resolution, not 4 by 3, certainly not 16 by 9, certainly nothing widescreen, nothing portrait, 1 by 1, full on square. Why? Well, multiple reasons. One, I thought it'd be fun. Uh, that's the biggest one. I thought it'd be fun. I like experimenting with stuff, even if it's completely stupid, even if it's the stupidest thing ever. I just like experimenting. Two, you know, people might enjoy this in shorts format. Who knows? Three, I think this really like makes me think about the layout of my own stream and what is actually important in my own streams, like visually. Like you can have so much crap going on, but nothing of it can really be all that important. And so much of it can really like be not important. So really this is a minimalist experiment and kind of a work of art. I'm not sure if I'm the first person to do this or if even the first VTuber to do this, but damn, I've never seen someone do this before. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this. How about you, Az? What do you think? Like experimenting too, great, buddy. I heard a really good fight with a boss in game. Oh, cool, cool. Which boss? Which game? Hope it's not Resident Evil 8. I know you hate that game. Hmm. Yeah. I haven't really been playing much games lately. I've been Well, okay, so first off, like things that I've been doing. Well, one, I've been going to a convention and I really I had such a great time there. Such a great time. Lovely how I like one of the best things in that one period is that I just like completely met up with like I met up with some Akiba Maidwork cosplayers. Never thought I'd be seeing that. Never thought of that. Legitimately stuff of dreams. So I'm really happy with that. But it's something that I want to maybe like make a recap of. I shouldn't wait too long though, but maybe in a few days I'll do a recap of the convention and I'll keep it like unlisted because, real face and all. I don't like showing my face, sorry, non-friend YouTube viewers. I don't like showing my face, but maybe I'll make a unlisted version of it. Can show it to some of my pals. Who knows? It won't be in square resolution though. I can assure you of that. Another thing that I have been thinking of was, all right. Let me switch the Steam Showcase for a bit so I can show what I was talking about. Multiple things, okay? Like this thing, Stellaris, an Akiba Made War Challenge. Fanatic pacifist and criminal heritage of all things. I think that would be really interesting, like a really interesting experiment as well. Like doing I've it's been a while since I've played Stellaris, like 7 years, 8 years, so it'd be interesting to see how the game has changed. I didn't like the Lagwin update. Um that's not being a secret. But might try it out again. Maybe it'll be fun. I think it'll definitely be fun to try to do a fucking fanatic pacifist criminal heritage empire. That'd be hilarious. And I got like the graphics for it working too. Well, let me show in a while. Let me just show what else. This I've also wanted to play the a game called Two Brothers. It's delisted from Steam. So I really like thought that would be fun as well because like it's created by the guys that made Y2K, and that game has like gotten a lot of track. And they even referenced Two Brothers in Y2K, but then they delisted Two Brothers, and I'm just very curious about it. I've never really heard about. Of course, I haven't heard about it just from Y2K videos alone. I've pretty much only heard about it from those types of videos. But there's next to no footage of Two Brothers. It's really quite strange, and I'm really quite interested, like what it's like, especially because it's delisted. Okay, and then yeah, like that's about it, really. Oh right, the okay. So I've been wanting to finish the anime Seiyu's Life. It's an anime about voice actresses and their jobs. And I've actually gotten into it only because I got this puzzle. It's a fun anime though. I like this sort of slice of life series. That's no secret either. So I was like thinking of doing the puzzle. I already did a bit of the puzzle before as Ayako, but I had no idea from what it was. Then I found out what it was from, aka Series Life, and now I want to watch the show in full and then give my thoughts on it while doing the puzzle. But I first gotta finish the show. So like that's like four things roughly. I think yeah. I think that's roughly four sort of projects, and not counting the square resolution experiment. All right, let me catch up with. Hey friend, hey Erwin, hey, how are you doing? I'm just experimenting a bit here. And showing some of my plans for the future. Okay, so hold on, let me just get the. Let me just get the information on the other thing that I wanted to show. Here we go. I'm good. How have you been? I've been excellent. I've been excellent. I'm really like. Usually I get post-con depression after this point, but this time it hasn't really been happening for some reason. And I think that's because, I've been planning to do directly more stuff right after the convention. You know, like reading manga. I really want to continue reading manga. I really want to continue doing VTubing. I really want to continue doing all of this stuff, like experiments, one by one stream, completely boxed in because it's fun, like I think that's kind of how you avoid post-con depression. If you just kind of keep yourself active doing fun things and then slowly tone it down until it's kind of like okay. Because the thing I've noticed, like when you're kind of like doing like after cons, like cons are really great stuff, they're really great, but then right after, like bam, you're back in the real world and you're like, oh fuck, I don't want to deal with this. Fuck. Like it sounds like a first world problem, post con depression, but it really is something that you feel, like you have a great time 1 to 3 days and then bam, then like bam, reality. Blah. It's kind of you want to avoid it. Yeah, exactly. I get what you mean 100%. Glad you do. Glad you do. I just do what I want to keep me sane, happy. Hope you'll be able to find that out as. Hold on, let me catch up with your chat messages. There's no way in hell or any force on earth that's gonna make me play Resident Evil Village again, lol. Like, playing it was generally atrocious. Oh, damn, so you really hate that game, huh? I wasn't being rude to you when you mentioned Village, by the way. No problem. I was just kind of teasing you. But yeah. Anyway, alright, so, like, okay. So, Erwin. one thing that I've been wanting to do is to do a Stellaris Akiba Made War challenge as a Empire as the Gomi, role playing as the Gomi. Right? Like 200 years after the events of Akiba Made War, where you have a fanatic pacifist criminal heritage empire. And this is how it looks so far. You got the species maids. They're strong, they're charismatic, and they're quarrelsome. They're strong because, fighting, you can see a lot of it from Ranko, and you can see a lot of it from the other types of maids. They're charismatic because, they're cute. They're cute, and they do the moe moe cute thing. It's adorable. And finally, quarrelsome because, well, you've seen it, right? That's when I thought of like the sheep episode. Like, oh, like a lot of maids, they have a lot of bad blood between them, even if they're from the same like group. They have a lot of bad blood. So that's what like the species is. And so like I was thinking like the government would be a criminal syndicate true to the spirit of Akiba Made War, criminal heritage, corporate hedonism. Corporate hedonism would be like, like because it's maid cafes, you kind of want people to go towards maid cafes, have a good time there and all that. And then I was thinking like fanatic pacifism, true to the spirit of what Nagomi wanted out of Akihabara, and xenophile because of what the leftovers of Nerula and the leftovers of Maid Alien. World would be called Greater Akihabara, and here you have a little like description. I'm going for the Origin Prosperous Unification just because that's like the most normal one. Yeah. Uh, it's like Akiba used to be a violent hellhole of crime until in 1999 when the humble maid Nagomi managed to end the local gang wars and unite the maids under a new banner, Pacifistic Moe. Over the course of the 21st century, it conquered the planet. Now in the 23rd century, the Akiba Big Bang is finally about to happen. I think it'd be really fun and a really fun challenging run. Usually Stellaris runs just kind of go like a lot of focus on militarism and fighting other empires, but here I would kind of subvert that by playing as a pacifist and a criminal one at that. So, like I certainly wouldn't make people happy with that. It would be a real challenge to like balance these two out, I feel. But hey, 200 years after Akiba Made War. Yes, 200 years. So we're talking Star Trek sort of era. If you don't know what Stellaris is, it's basically like civilization, Sid Meier's Civilization, but in space, and it's like Star Trek space opera themed. Fanatic pacifism does sounds like it does. It's like developed by Paradox, so there's a lot of grand strategy elements in there as well. Stuff from Crusader Kings, from Europa Universalis, and Hearts of Iron. However, I've never really played any of those. Just a little bit of Imperium. What was it called? Imperator Rome, I believe, just a little bit, but nothing where I was like, nothing until I got the point. However, Stellaris, way back in 2017, I played the shit out of this. I have, let me check. I have 50 hours logged in on Stellaris, and that's just the ones that Steam counts. So a fuck ton. So I have like a lot of hours. I even beat the game once. Cause like these games tend to be very long. There's a lot of role play involved and it's fun, like I think this would be definitely fun for a stream. Definitely something new. I don't this is not gonna go into Steam Showcase for sure. This is gonna be like a whole new series, or maybe even just put it in other games. Wow, is there a specific mod for that outfit? Actually, funny thing about that, I actually made that mod myself. Okay, like, all right, let me just show what I mean by that. I took an existing mod and I added some stuff onto there. Let me go into like the actual files to show you. Where is it? Steam library, no. Yes. Steam library, Steam apps. Right, there we go. Workshop. Content. Was downloads? I don't remember. Okay. Hold on, let me just search. All right, there we go. So okay, here's what I did. Right, I took this existing sort of mod. I took this existing mod called like Wolfian. It's basically something where you like, okay, like let me just unpack this stuff for a bit so I can show off. All right, so basically, it allows you to create your own sort of humanoid species by editing like a generic one. So you have all these hairstyles and all these head styles and whatnot, clothing styles. They're not in here. But basically, I took those. I added some like, and I edited those, and then like, well, bam, like right. Hold on. I gotta find it. There we go. So like, yeah, I basically edited those. And now we have like templates for Ranko, for Yumechi, for Shipon, and for Nagomi. I couldn't find a Zoya wig yet, but I do want to add that. We have like the maid outfit and like a generic Asian face. I feel like that would fit with them. These are all taken from cosplays, by the way. These are all taken from like cosplay store pages. So that's why they're a bit photorealistic. I was thinking maybe I could like draw them, but I don't know how well my style meshes with the typical Stellaris style because Stellaris it tends to lean a bit more towards realism in the first place. So yeah, like yeah, like maybe I'll trace them. We'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty happy with how it looks already. I think the mock-up looks fantastic. Like this, absolutely like what Akiba made our Stellaris crossover would look like. Very happy with it. We need to have Zoya. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I need to find a wig for her that fits her. Maybe also one for Tencho. Maybe also one for Nerula. Maybe also Nerula's outfit too. Yeah, a lot of stuff. I'll need to add a lot of stuff into there. It's work in progress, right? It's work, but I think it already looks fantastic. I think I could like maybe start and then as I play the mod through, I could like add and change stuff about the mod. It's just a graphical mod after all. So I think it'll be fun. It'll be definitely a fun sort of idea. I really wanted to like find games that I really enjoy playing it. Well, Stellaris is one of them. At least back in 2018, back in 2017, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I think it looks perfect. Thank you, thank you. So okay, What for this stream though? What to do for the boxed in stream? Let me think. Well, I could play some more of the wizard game, the Tactical Breach Wizards. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, I did. Fun thing about that, I also saw a Tactical Breach Wizards cosplayer of all things. That's so fucking cool. Oh man, that was so fucking cool too. Hell yeah. Like that's one of the last things that I expected to see there, but oh man, was it cool to see that. That and the like they keep a made where that's like gold, that's like gold. That's like my favorite like cosplay of that con. And the Tactical Breach Wizards was like maybe the second one, but there were also these metas, and I'm getting off track. I'm sorry, but yeah, there were these metas. Those were also awesome. It was awesome to also take like, because I was also like cosplaying Mita. I was awesome to take pictures with them together. But I apologize for yapping a bit too much. I'll put all this stuff in the recap. I'll promise. So I won't yap your ass about in this particular vid. But yeah, I was thinking of either doing Tactical Breach or a bit of, continuing with maybe Pseudo Regalia, finding some more stuff. Maybe read the Revolution and my friend Pedro. What do you say, Pedro? Like, okay, so Pedro is like more of an action game. This is more of an action game. Tactical Breach Wizards is more of a strategy game. I've already beaten Fashion Police Squad, but maybe I could do some of the challenges there? I'm definitely doing like older games. Well, not older, but games that I've streamed before though. Uh, which ones do you guys want to see? Oh yeah, I gotta change this too. The man, where's it again? Hold on. Model window, other windows. There we go. Alright, nothing for now. Yeah. Okay. So like, hmm. 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 Which one? Fashion Police Squad, more of the wizard game or more of Pedro? I'm up for anything really. Or you know what? Let's do a bit of Pseudo Regalia. Yeah, let's do some Pseudo Regalia. Let's see what we can still do in Pseudo Regalia. Sounds good, yeah, thank you. Boop boop. There we go. There we go. Alright. Pseudo Regalia. Pseudo Regalia. Let me just open it up. Hopefully the controller works. What do you think of the layout, by the way? What do you think of this boxed in layout? I'll press start, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on the gamepad tester. To be honest, I prefer the wider one a little bit. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay. Any reason? Or just because it's like more normal? Let me just... find my gamepad. There we go. I guess there's OCD over the fact there's now more white space on my screen. Oh. But this one isn't bad at all. Oh, okay. I guess no problem. But the thought behind it is that, like, I don't know if you have this function on your computer, but on a lot of computers there's like this pop-out mode, and you could put like the screen in that pop-out mode while you're working on something else. But it primarily was just done for fun. Now I wonder what we can even do now in this game. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Like that, and a bit for like mobile viewers as well, maybe? I'll try and see if that works for me now. Okay, yeah, please do. Oh, scheisse. Oh well. What do we even like? Okay, like, what do we still have left to do in the game? Cause, okay, like, we've like beaten the final boss. Maybe we could like hunt for some life power-ups, I guess? Yeah, I get your logic. It feels more compact this way when I've played in the middle. Yeah, exactly. It's like designed for that. It's primarily like an experiment for myself in terms of like determining what is important space-wise. Like, obviously the game's gonna be huge, right? Chat also needs to be a certain size and the model as well. But that's kind of hard to do in widescreen. In 16:9. And I feel like, okay, like 16:9, there's no problem with people using 16:9, but it's one of those things that just kind of became the standards for certain reasons. Those reasons being, well, like you watch movies in 16:9, right? Watch movies in 16:9, your screen's in 16:9. So ergo, if you want to watch it on full screen, you should watch it in 16:9. But in modern day, a lot of YouTube videos, I tend to not even watch in full screen anymore. I just watch them in the background as I am doing something else, especially VTuber streams. So it's kind of like kept in mind with that. And there's also the idea of, you know, mobile devices have also completely different resolutions. Some people make stuff in mobile resolutions, but that's completely, like, that's in portrait mode. That's 16:9, but flipped up. That's 19:6. That's like 6x19 instead. So I'm like, like what if we do completely boxed in? Not 4x3, just a complete square. Like, I think another thing that has been kind of inspiring me to do so is because, you know, Alkaverse? You know the game Alkaverse that I've been working on a lot? And like, every sprite in Alkaverse is 100 by 100 pixels. For a completely arbitrary reason that I thought that sounded nice, but it really created its own style and it really worked well with pixel art. So I was thinking, what if I applied this to VTubing too? You know, like, that'd be cool. And there's no one stopping me from doing this, it's just conventional norms not to do so. And sometimes you gotta break the norm a bit, you know, like, experiment. That's how all great art starts, by just experimenting, I feel. And hell, if this doesn't work out, then I'll know why 16x9 is such a popular resolution. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. You get it, you get it. You have base stakes, so like you really like get my logic. Man, what the hell shall we even do though? Like, I'm just dicking around. You know, I wish there was like a map or something where you could like see what kind of shit you still need to collect. I know this was made for like a game jam and all, but you know, still. This is such a huge map. It's not like bad that it's a huge map, but you know, post game, I'd like to know where I'm going. What I still have to do. Like, I can understand not giving it to me mid-game, but post-game at least want some of it. Oh shoot! Greater Polaris. Can we fight you? We cannot. Oh! I think I know something to do. Alright, let's go to Sunset Keep. I think there was like one thing more that I forgot to do last time. Sunset Keep, or the thing upstairs. I think that was called Sunset Keep. There was this challenge that I still needed to do. Yeah, now it all comes back. No, not there. Okay, where the heck are we? That one leads to Listless Library, so if we want to go to Sunset Keep, we gotta go here. They should make a Pseudo Regalia 2 or something. Because the platforming is excellent. The platforming is just like, it's very fun. It's very fun just to move around. It has like, I've never really played Mario 64, but I heard a lot of people like compliment that game because, you know, just moving around feels fun, and I can't really say that about that game. It certainly applies to this game. Just moving around in it just feels like a blast. Alright, this is empty, Bailey. We do not need to go here. And besides, like, if they made Pseudo Regalia 2, they could really learn from Pseudo Regalia 1 and add a lot of story context, a lot of story stuff in here as well. So it's not just platforming, but you're actually having a reason to get invested in the game. Like this game, like one of my main critiques about it was that it felt very like it's a game that seems like it would really benefit from having a story or having a world where you can like get invested in, but it did not. It did not have that. It did not have a story or a world that you could get invested in. It had a lot of banger platforming, but it did not have a good story. So, like, you know, I really wanted that too. Okay, no! Okay, man, it's been a while. Okay, we gotta get 9 of those orbs. The black holes don't count as orbs. Okay, maybe reset. Let's try to do the upper ones first, because that seems to be the stuff that we have the most of a problem with. Whoops, okay, reset. No! Shit, okay. Okay, there we go. Seven. Now we just gotta get that last one. Man, this is tough, but at least it's something to do. You know, like... At least it is something to do. Oh, so that's how you get up there, okay. Okay. That is really tricky. No! Almost. Maybe I should go from the other side. Yeah, I think, like, okay, like... I think going from the other side would be the way to go. What the heck? Okay, yeah. And you know, like... Not a lot of people know this, but 4:3 resolution is actually pretty old. It dates all the way back to the beginning of photography itself. Or some point of that. Like, yeah. At some point during like the 1800s, the like late 1800s, someone came up by 4:3 for films, and since then people have been shooting in 4:3 until then full screen came along and people adapted that, and then 16:9 came up and then people adapted that. But it's always been kind of uncontested, you know, like until smartphones came along, it's always been kind of uncontested. You watch stuff in widescreen because you have two eyes and they view the world like this, right? So ergo all screens should be like vertically wide. Then smartphones came along, they changed all of that. Now a lot of people are watching it in tall mode. Hold on. A lot of people are watching it in tall mode. But no one's ever done anything like in between those two, you know, complete harmony. Completely square. And I think it just goes to show, like, how much people are, like, willing to accept conventions. Like, how much people are willing to accept, like, these conventional things that are just started out of some random convenience, rather than any sort of logic. Rather than, like, a particular logic behind something. Another thing that, for example, comes to mind is, well, the QWERTY typewriter system, right? Like, why did people use QWERTY typewriters? It is because QWERTY typewriters were less likely to get stuck than alphabetical typewriters. So people, that also goes back to like the late 1800s. People then used QWERTY typewriters. And then that became the standard because they just were so widespread. Now, oh, okay, whoops. Now in the present day, there is no more need to use a QWERTY typewriter system, but we still have it in our keyboards. Why? Because, well, it's just convention, and a lot of people don't question these things. They just kind of accept that it's there. Or logic that's outdated. Exactly, and I think, like, if anything, nowadays these types of logic that is at this point 2 centuries old, 1 to 2 centuries old, it really should be questioned. Like, is this really a good way to place these things, or is this just an outdated relic? Are there better systems, you know? And if there are, which one shall we adopt? I think this type of stuff is interesting. Oh no! Okay. Another thing that kind of comes to mind is audio files, because, well, like I mainly work with images, but whenever I try to work with audio files, it becomes really big, right? So I'm wondering, like, is there any way to compress that? Is there any way to, like, make a song more compressed, I guess? You know, like, make it sort of, okay, like, you know, like how PNGs are a more, like, PNGs are a lot more clearer in detail and picture than JPEGs. But they also don't, like, they don't sacrifice any quality, but also if you open a PNG and you may have it like pixel art, you can, like, see that all the pixels have the same exact color, like the same exact value. A lot of people don't know this. Okay, gained an aspect of a guardian. New outfit, nice. Guardian. Oh, look at that. Damn, she looked fine in this. Nice. Nice, good booty. Yeah, they definitely know what they were doing when Sybil, but anyway, back to the point. What was it talking about again? PNGs, right? Like, oh yeah, like, PNGs, like, what a lot of people don't know is that, like, you can see, like, in a lot of pixel art, you can see the exact same pixels. You can't see this with JPEGs. This is why I fucking hate JPEGs and never work with them. I never use JPEGs unless it's to compress a specific image that really is way too big. But because I work mostly with pixel art, you know, like. But I was thinking, like, audio files don't have this. Audio files, they have, like, a lot of. They always have the JPEG format where just they have huge, where they just become, like, bloated, or they have a lot of compression. You have a lot of compression or a lot of, like, you either have quality or size. But in pixel art, in a lot of pixel art, if you make it in PNGs, it stays fine and it stays a very small size. So I've been wondering, like, how do I get audio files down to that size as well? The reason why I'm thinking of all of this in the first place is because, you know, like itch.io, the game distribution platform, they have a specific amount of size that you can upload games as. You can't upload games beyond 1 GB, that's my point. So if you have, like, a lot of music in the game, you're gonna have to cut your losses. But if you have a lot of pixel art, you can get a lot of pixel art in your game already if they have very small file sizes. That's what I like about it, and I'm wondering, like, how does this work for music too? I know that's a very much a long yap, but you know, I have been wondering just about that. Just like what causes files to be so large? Can we be more minimalist with files? And I think we really should be more minimalist with files, especially if you look at a lot of AAA games nowadays. They have massive installations. They require so much gigabytes and so much. They require so much gigabytes. I'm just wondering, like, do we need all that? No, I don't think so. I think we could really benefit from, like, digital minimalism, you know? Not just in pixel art games, not just in retro style games, but in, you know, stuff in general. Like, have more minimalism because sometimes less is more. And then we can also really, like, I feel that would really... Like, I don't want to sound woke or anything, but I feel like it would really help for environmental impact too and production, because if you have if you have like everything in rather small file size, you don't need so much technological junk anymore to play massive files, you know, to have like these absolutely like... You don't need all this junk on your computer just to play a game. Is what my point is. Like, you have all these gaming computers, and like a lot of them have all these advanced graphics cards, advanced RAMs, advanced motherboards. I'm just wondering, is this really all... Like, what is necessary, you know? It's pretty obvious that gaming in the last 20 years hasn't changed much. We still play the same sort of games. We still play 3D platformers, sort of like... We still play shooters, we still play online multiplayer games. There's been phones, that's been an advancement, but really we still play the same genres. It's just graphically that stuff has been changing. I'd say the real, like, the actual change, the actual biggest change in the gaming industry had been like the PS1 era, the N64 era, because at that point people were starting to make games in 3 dimensions, not just 2 dimensions. That was a huge game changer. No pun intended. But ever since then, all that we've really been doing is increasing graphics. But we've been doing that without thinking of like, what is it that really stands out? What is it that's really important? So that's how I feel about that. Like, we really need to like think a bit more about like what do we need in games, in programming, in the digital world? What's necessary? How can we like minimalize stuff? I don't want to repeat myself too much though, but yeah. There was another example too, like going back a bit to like traditions that don't make much sense anymore. Like if you think about it, or traditions that are kind of orphaned. Another example is, you know, like, you know how when a character is sleeping in a cartoon or a comic, they always use the speech bubbles with Z, Z, Z? I've always been wondering, why is that? You don't make that sound when doing that. But apparently it goes all the way back to a comic from the 1930s. It goes all the way back to that, and ever since that, people have just been using ZZZ to indicate that the character is sleeping, and you're just wondering like, like, is there any logic behind that? No, it's just tradition turned into convention. It's just like, it's just a random thing that someone came up with, turned into a convention that then is turned into a tradition. So I've been really like sometimes I'm thinking like, what's a better way to indicate that? Or another example, when a character has an idea, you sometimes see a light bulb pop on top of their head. What does that have to do with the concept of an idea? Nothing. Do we still use light bulbs? Nope. It's kind of culturally irrelevant. So I've been also like thinking like, how do you like indicate that too? Like, if someone has an idea, like maybe they get an exclamation point on top of their head instead. I think that's a bit better than a light bulb because no one's seen a light bulb. Or hell, another example: floppy disks as save buttons, right? Do people still use floppy disks? Nope, but we still see them on the save file. So it's a bit weird, you know, like it's called like skeuomorphism. That's like one thing, like when you have like still use like the older physical version of something, but I think like examples like the ZZZ one is like, that's like a completely different category. That's not even skeuomorphism, that's just a random choice that someone made 100 years ago that we still use because everyone else is using it. Maybe a better symbol to indicate that someone is sleeping would be to have them like small little lambs on top of their head. I think that would be cute. Most people now don't even know what floppy disks are. Exactly, you get the point. Like, it loses its meaning and we only give it, and it only retains, it loses its inherent meaning and it only retains that meaning because it's conventional to do so. Oh, another challenge. Okay, neat. Okay. All right, go. Ah, shoot. Okay. Anyo! Oh no! You could even say that a lot of sayings and idioms are also like older relics of an older time, you know, like there's you know, like the one that's like, there's more than one way to skin a cat. It's like, what? You skin cats? That's kind of psychotic. But people used to skin cats, and yeah. No, I feel like that kind of stuff, I don't know. It feels weird sometimes because you always have to kind of know the historical context, or you have to ask, like, why is it called that, right? Or maybe that's just me. Maybe a lot of people are just like, oh, okay, yeah. They just accept it. Maybe that's just me and my weird autism. I like the lamps thing, it's cute. Thank you, thank you. I'd love to, like, make a new system of symbols one day. You know the language Toki Pona? I think that's also a very interesting case. I don't know if you know that one, but Toki Pona is basically like a minimalist language using a lot of a lot of like symbols instead. And they only have like what was it, 120 words? Yeah. And every word up around after that is a combination of those words. Yeah, you mentioned, yeah. Like, I think that's a really interesting thing to think about. I think it's just because I'm so visually oriented anyway. I'm very visually oriented as an artist, and I'm like, so I see like a lot of language stuff, and then I'm like, why is it this way? You know, like, isn't there a, or like a lot of symbolism stuff, and I'm like, why is it this way? What logic is behind that? If there's none, then I'm like a little bit pissed off, because language is something that is like applies to now. It applies to right now. So I feel like, you know, there aren't bad ideas. There, not all like sayings are bad. I think there's a lot of good sayings. Like, let me think of one. Two flies in one clap. Okay, that's a Dutch saying. It's basically the same as two birds, one stone. But two flies in one clap, that is very like universal, right? People always hate flies. They have always hated flies. So if you say two flies, one clap, like everyone knows what you're gonna talk about. Two birds, one stone is weird. Because why would you kill a bird with a stone? It's something that's very archaic and kind of like a relic from like British society in what, the 1500s? It really doesn't apply to nowadays. See, I think like maybe a lot of like, I think timeless sayings like two flies, one clap is better than two birds, one stone. That's just my opinion. Or two ways to skin a cat, fucking terrible. I don't know, like maybe multiple ways to... What's a good alternative for multiple ways to skin a cat? That doesn't involve like skinning household animals. I'll have to think about that. I'm sure there are. I'll have to think, yeah. Oh no! And this one's tough. I think it's mainly tough because there's so much like room here, and it's hard to like locate these things. Now another one that's kinda good is, I think, All Roads Lead to Rome. Because even if that one is kind of outdated and archaic, because not everything leads to Rome, people still know what Rome is. It's still a city. So people are like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Maybe if not literally all roads lead to Rome, but you know, people still understand it. I think that's that's my main thing that I want to get across. People, like, they should understand symbols and idioms. If they don't understand symbols and idioms, you're just gonna confuse people. I've had this stuff happen a lot, like when I was trying to learn English or Swedish, because they have like their whole own system of idioms and sayings. And I'm like, oh, I don't get it. Right? Is that something people do? Or was it something that people did? Yeah. Man, where the heck? Okay, I'll have to think where to go. Okay, the last example, I promise. Or maybe not. But one more example that I really wanted to, like, just mention is that scientific names. Okay, right? Like, why do they still use Latin? Latin's a cool language. I'll agree on that. But why do we use Latin for that? It's not exactly the most convenient language for naming animals, and especially if we're talking like animals with extremely complex names, complex scientific names, and then they're regular, like, and then they don't have a common tongue name. That's what really pisses me off, when like an animal has like only a scientific name, no common name. Because, you know, not everyone's a scientist. We're not all gonna write about Chiroptera something, right? We're not all gonna write scientific papers about that. Sometimes people just want to say, oh, it's a bat. And that's fine, right? There's no problem with that. But some animals don't have that, and then it gets kind of annoying. Because sometimes you want to use them in a non-scientific context. Sometimes you want to talk about that stuff, like, you know, not as a fucking academic nerd emoji scientist. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to show like off, like, oh, this cool animal does this and that. Oh yeah, nice, right? But then you have to like say this whole mouthful of a name. For what reason? For what reason? Just because, like... Just because people haven't come up with a common name? I guess so. Or again, just because it is a convention created by tradition. Maybe that's a very specific example, but I think it's a good example nonetheless. And again, that's kind of why I've been interested in Tokipona, because Tokipona, it cuts out all the bullshit I've heard. Maybe the words are still a bit long, but it cuts out all the bullshit that comes with like English languages and all those types of languages. Hell, even Japanese has the whole kanji system to remember. Like, oh my god, that is such a turn off. I'm pretty sure 90% of people are like, what's your reason for learning Japanese? Oh, anime. What's your learning for giving up on it? Kanji. I'm pretty sure that's like 99% of people who try to learn Japanese and give up on it. What if we follow the white light? That's a good idea, maybe. Kanji is so ass, man. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. I think it's just the fact that, you know, like... Well, there's so many of them, and so many look exactly like one another, but they have nothing to do with one another. Like, the kanji for dog is very similar to the kanji for person. And the kanji for entrance is also very similar to the kanji for person. I have honestly like no idea like how people can like get kanji into their heads. Okay, that's 14 out of 14. Wow, that sucked. You know what annoys me? How many things in medicine and other scientific fields that are named after people when nobody has any idea who that person is anymore, and the name means nothing. I agree exactly. I agree 100%. I agree 100% of that. You get it. You get it exactly, because it just makes it very confusing. And it's also like, not just confusing, but there's a level of arrogance towards it, you know, like... I know that people want to be remembered for their contributions in history. But do they have to do that through, like, naming stuff after them? Do we have to do that by naming a lot of shit after them? That's like... when they have, like... I don't know. I don't know. Like, what's the alternative? I feel like maybe an alternative would be to have them have simple, understandable names, right? I feel like that's kind of the best thing to do here. Simple, understandable, minimalist stuff. You know, like not a full mouthful. Because if it's a mouthful, then yeah, sure, it's specific. But it's also gonna tire a lot of people out. that aren't in like an academic setting, or hell, even in your case, it tires people out already in an academic setting. Imagine saying a mouthful of a person's full name when you're just trying to get a certain prescription or talk about a certain type of animal. I think it will be much better to use sort of simplistic names, but you know, like, it's hard to say, but simplistic but specific is what I'm trying to get at. Which might sound like a paradox, but I don't think it has to be. I think Toki Pona showed that that sort of language of communication is definitely possible. I think it would speed up a lot of things and also like make people more efficient, because if things are easier to remember, you have an easier time in life. And sure, that's gonna come at the cost of someone losing their name in the history books, but really, if all they've contributed is just a name for something, then they really haven't been all that contributive towards their field. We remember Charles Darwin and Carl Linnaeus because of what they did, not because of what they're named after. Yeah, that's how I feel about things. Like, we remember Newton not because we used the unit of force newtons. No, we remember Newton because he was a fucking genius in the field of, like, physics. That should be enough already. We don't need to name stuff after them. Or at least not if it's very, like... if it's, like, a mouthful. Or if it's of someone that we have, like... that has had very little scientific contribution towards society. And you know what also pisses me off? When people name scientific things after pop culture shit. That... ugh. Oh, that is so cringy. Because sure, Sonic the Hedgehog might be relevant today, but is he gonna be in 50 years? We don't know. And then people in the future are gonna be stuck seeing something named after a video game character from 50 years ago. It's really fucking cringy. It's really cringy. And I feel like stuff named after classical literature or historical figures, that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. That's always gonna be relevant, somewhat. That's you know that stuff's gonna be relevant into the future. But pop culture shit? Pikachu, Sonic, Ghostbusters, Predator? These are not gonna be relevant throughout all of time. Like, maybe some, but Ghostbusters have already, like, lost its relevancy nowadays. And people still name animals after fucking Ghostbusters and Predator and whatnot. Oh my god, it's a huge pet peeve of mine. I know scientists can be nerds, but have some fucking, like, dignity. Don't just showcase your consumerism in your work. Have some restraint, for fuck's sake. Okay, pray to Polaris. Oh! Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you. Plans. Or at least the person's name in the scientific name, but then it's simple common name for everything. Yeah, yeah, like yeah, that's fine. I feel. Just like not if it's like not the person's full name. Or like yeah, like I don't know. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. I'm not even like no, I don't even work in like a scientific field, but I like looking stuff up about it as sort of a casual viewer, right? Like I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm just like I'm a casual science enjoyer, casual science fan, right? Like I like learning about like astrology, biology, geology, just on a casual level, because I feel like it's interesting. I'm not gonna be like pretend that I'm an academic or anything. So I'm just an entertainer at the end of the day, entertainer slash artist. But as an entertainer slash artist, I do have my own opinions on things. That does, but it doesn't make me think like academia and the world of the arts have really been like they have been separated quite a lot. Like recently, but they used to be kind of like not quite inseparable. But you know, like how Da Vinci's work was both used in science as well as art. I wonder what happened to that. You know, like the fucking Da Vinci's of their times. You know, like. Or another guy, I forgot his name, but he made a lot of very detailed drawings of birds. He made a lot of very detailed drawings of birds, mainly to show kind of both their beauty, but then also a lot of people got to use that for scientific analysis as well. I feel like nowadays they're really kind of like they're divorced from one another. That's the best way I can put it. And people really love to just like society just loves to unabashedly push academia down our throats. And it's kind of it's really like taking a lot of mental toll on people I see. And you know, like maybe if we had more of a collaboration with the art world again, people would be less fucking depressed by the whole like world of academia. And like think about it, right? Like why do people get into history? Why do people get into like chemistry, science, all that stuff? It's because they have an interest in it. Sure, sometimes it is just for the money, but the best kind of people, the most motivated types of people, they're gonna do it not for the money. They're gonna do it because they have a legitimate interest in that field. And you know, like if there is more collaboration within the art world again towards if academia was more accepting of like the arts again, rather than view it in this pretentious lens, I feel like academia might be a lot more appealing for people again on a societal level. I'm really like rambling on and getting pretty pretentious here. Not gonna lie, but I don't know, it's just an idea, like People get into history because it's a good escapism from modernity. People get into geology because rocks are pretty, and people get into astronomy because, you know, like, the sky is pretty and it's cool to think about, like, what the universe looks like. Art isn't appreciated enough in the field of academia, is what I am really trying to get at. It's really important, but people just brush it aside as this side thing. As if research is, like, always more important. Research and writing papers and all these depressing ass things that no one really wants to do. You know. But again, that's just my opinion. It's a very complex opinion for sure, but I know it is my opinion. Alright, let me catch up with chat. Let me stop rambling for a bit. Or at least have the person's name, blah blah blah. And someone in one of our meetings was giving a serious talk about the Sonic the Hedgehog protein. You keep cringing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about exactly. Like, bro, have some fucking... Oh my... Have some fucking, like, consideration that this is gonna, like, affect a lot of people's lives. A lot of people's work. They're not gonna be able to take it seriously if you name it after Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. Like, oh my god. I really came to hate academia after being involved with it this year. Oh really? This year already? I thought you already hated it. But yeah, I have a grudge against it. And that grudge, it's mainly because they've locked me up here as an experiment to study. That is one reason, but I have my other reasons for it too. And that's just because, you know, like... They can be so goddamn stubborn and rule-bound. Oh my god. Like, that's my pilot's reason for it. My own reason for hating academia is because they locked me up in here rather than letting me around and talk to humans. I swear I won't hurt them. I swear I'll be a good maid-o. I'll be a good cat girl. I'll be a good cat. I promise. Yeah, but do tell me if you don't mind. Although if it's too personal, I can understand too. Do tell me what happened this year? What pissed you off so much about academia? And okay, I'm gonna try maybe 5 more times. I need to plan a path. Okay. I'm just not thinking a lot. Okay. This is gonna be number 1. Now. That one's gonna be number 2. That one. That one's gonna be number 3. Maybe I'll play Tactical Breach Wizards after this, because it is pretty physically tiring to keep on doing this. Run over and over and over and over and over and over again. And over and over and over and over. Although, okay. Please. No, 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 no. Okay, then that one, and then finally that one. You can also just tell me in DMs, I guess. When I was working as a doctor, I didn't really engage with it that much, but this year I've been doing a lot of work/research and it's so much worse than that. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely understand. Just having to fucking write articles, do peer reviews. Oh my god, sounds like hell. I trust you, mate. Oh, thank you, no. Thank you, I'm glad I'm trustable. Oh, Fuki, Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. No! Okay. Okay, 7 seconds. We need to shave 7 seconds off there. But I know now what to do. Kinda. We go here. We go here. Man! Okay, I'm gonna try again 5 more times. No, 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 no! Okay, 4 more times, 4 more times. 4 more times and then wizards. I think we're about fucked though. Ah! 1 to 3, and then 4, and then 5. Again. 3 more tries. Oh, we gotta pray to Valerius after we die here. Or, well, not after we die, but you know, before we die. There we go! There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now please don't mess this. Please don't mess this up majorly. Two more tries. Two more tries. Two more tries. No! That's one fuck up. But it's so hard because it's like a massive place and you're like, I can't exactly like think straight because I'm like, this place is massive. Okay. Okay, the archway, this is the archway. Let's save that for last. We'll jump off the castle and then we'll do the archway last. Let's save these two for last. let's do the other things first. First things first, right? But first, pray to Polaris. Okay. Alright, first things first. Just get the lower rounds. No! No! Okay, church last. And archway then after. I don't think we're gonna make it. Are we gonna make it? Oh! Are we gonna make it? 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 No! We did not make it. Two seconds! 2 seconds! 2 seconds. I need to shave 2 seconds off that timer. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. One more time. Actually, okay, that did gone. Let's go. Let's go. One more time. One more time. One more time. No! My 2 seconds! No! Okay, again. No, my 2 seconds. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just speed. Speed through everything. No! 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 Oh, that's a killer right there. That's a run killer. I feel. If this is not a run killer already. Okay, now we go to the arch. 1. That's a run killer. That's a run killer. Fuck. Okay. One more time. Locking in. No yapping. Locking in. Just locking in. that's a run killer. Oh, that's a run killer. Okay. That's another real killer. Okay, one more fucking time. One more time. One more time. If I lose this one, I'm doing wizards. I'm just straight up doing wizards then. But first the break then. Wait, what the? Oh yeah, right. That's the lock in. Yeah! Yes! Oh! Fucking finally! Jeez. Woo! Yay! Yay! Let's see what we get from that. Alright. Aspect of chivalry in the new outfit. Hell yeah. Wait. Link sleeve? I don't see it. Soldier maybe? Yes! Oh yeah! Fucking let's go! Yeah, full armor! Full armor knight gold lady. Hell yeah! Oh, that is my exact kink. Oh, that is my exact thing. Oh yes! Oh, look at there. Oh, look at there, look at there. Oh. That was worth it. That was 100% worth it. That was absolutely 100% worth it, man. 100%. Okay, I'm nervous. Please work. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead, the stream. Okay, it's not dead, I think. Yeah. But oh, now the game. Yeah, now the game. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, game saved. Yes, yeah. Oh, we got the best outfit. We got the best outfit in the game. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That was well worth it. That was well worth it. Fuck yeah, let's go. Look at her. Just look at her. Owning that. Just owning that. God damn. I'm still nervous though. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to Zatsu for a bit. Okay, yeah. It does still seem to be ongoing. I'm sorry if it's kinda annoying, but you know, you just gotta check sometimes. I've learned in this hobby, you really gotta check. Oh man, it's... Oh, that is so worth it. Oh goddamn. And full armor too. No bikini armor bullshit. Full on, straight up golden armor in all its polygonal glory. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell the fuck yeah. Look at her. Look at her on that. God damn. She looking good. That was so worth. That was so fucking worth it. Even if it was fucking hard as shit, that was worth it for this island alone. For this outfit alone. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Armor. Armored Goat Lady Gaming, let's go. Now what though? Like, have we beaten the game or what? There's gotta be still some stuff to do. Can't just be the outfit, right? Maybe we can speedrun it. Nah, fuck that. Oh man, I'm not a speedrunner at all. Oh, she looks so great in it though. See her in action too. Bam, bam, bam. Maybe in the underbelly there was something to still do? I don't know. What do you say? Like, this outfit is fucking great, but I am getting a little tired right now of this game. So, I don't know. Oh, she looks so good in it though. Oh, just soak it in. Full armor woman fetish. There's something over there. You know what? Let's go try and grab that thing too. Just as a last little thing. Okay. What the? What was that? Alright, alright, alright. So... No, well. If I ever replay this game, I'm gonna try and get this outfit first, because I want to see the whole game in this outfit. You know what, actually, like... Let's try and fight the final boss in it. Let's try and fight the final boss. Or, I don't know. Nah. You know what? I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. That was a high point to end it on, Don. That was a high point to end the game on. Getting the golden armor, hell yeah. Totally worth it, even if it was fucking hard as shit. Anyway, you know what? Maybe we'll do some FPS or tactical. What do you say? Cops or wizards? Cops or wizards? What would you prefer? And it's always so hard to find like fucking game shown. There it is, last sub, right? Nothing RN. Yeah. I'm liking this stream. I'm liking this format too. Maybe it's not for everything, but it works for some games. It works for platformers, I feel. I don't think it will work for Stellaris, maybe, but we'll see. Maybe it'll work for Stellaris. I don't know. I'll go ask my uh, loyal viewers slash friends maybe what they think of it. Yeah. Okay. Cops or wizards? Cops. You know what? Let's do wizards. Let's do wizards. Right now there's everyone seems to be away, but that's fine. I'm doing wizard. But you know what? Yeah, let's do wizards. Last time I've played, it was kind of at a point at which just... Okay, it was just at a point where it's like in the middle of a cutscene. Never mind, we are so back. Okay, good. I don't know. Was there a problem? Well, I hope not. Oh boy, okay, yeah. Alright, let me change the title of the game mode. Technical Breach Wizards. There we go. I think my internet was being shit. No, I think like Well, it could be, yeah, but I have had some problems, unfortunately, with my own stream still. Alright, let's do slot 1, I guess? I started slot 2 because, like, okay. I think I've been through this? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, okay, like, if you're new to this, unfortunately we're gonna have to do a lot of cutscenes and story before doing any gameplay. But, I could go through it real quick. You're rather brandy, so mate. Do you really want the story? As long as I'm not gonna do voice acting right now. Let's hear the story. Of course. Audio vision. Building. Okay. I'm not gonna do voice acting. I already did that, I think, last time. I think I did that last time. And besides, there's just so much fucking dialogue that that voice acting is gonna be a real chore. So let's just, like, do it like light reading, and then we'll go to the gameplay, and then maybe I'll do voice acting again. We'll see. Nothing about this diplomat. Okay, so this was Riasi 78. You were on rescue duty for this Arnis diplomat. You see the driver Valdini. She's hearing a noise she doesn't like from the chest. It's pull over, and of course this is the FNG she sends over me under there to check. And I find 3 colors of plastic. Color wires bringing that night. It works. I don't know if I have seconds or minutes for blows. I don't even have wire cutters. All I can think is to rip out all the wires at once. But as soon as I think of it, there's flash of pain. So sharp I think it's blown already, but it's still there. So I think it's just ripping out the green wire, and flash, it hits me again. When I think about ripping out the blue wire though, nothing. I just see myself doing it, clear as day. So I do it. Red light goes off, and I just fucking collapse, and that's it. That's how I'm unlocked. Adrenaline, delirium, and a desperate need to do exactly what it turns out I can do. So they put you on bomb diffuser after that? No, it turns out that most bombs blow whichever wire you cut. Once I could foresee without passing out, the brass put me through a craft training program to help control it, and then fast tracked me to special forces. That's where it live. It was trying to blow you up. The bomb was the Merc job, but this was Riasi in the 70s. There's no way Chapel money wasn't behind it. What did Valdini say? Reaction focused very much on being right about the dragging noise, and much less about the discovery that I could see through time. Good story. Move on. I don't know where you get it, Jen. Not the magical bond in the body. Nor your father, especially not your father. You suck the magic right out of anything. It's not hereditary. No? You might have something, you've just never been in a life or death situation that required it. But certainly not shut your father up at the quickest. Or downtime at 5 PM that came after all you like. Life over time. We better get some rest. First fade to the Liboli 7 AM. Okay, yeah. I've seen this. 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 I've seen all of this. I've seen all of this. I've seen all of this, okay? Alright. So my contact got back to me. She knows a guy who delivers supplies for reactor. He's gonna let us ride in with a shipment of bathroom supplies and pornography. A few of us are gonna be the whole thing. Always rain in style. If we do stop World War V, I hope someone gives us a lift home. Banks doesn't move, which fits her being held at the black site. If she's still there, lives still there, my gut says they'll need her or something. If you're right about the stakes of this, we need to get there yesterday. I feel like we have moved about 4 inches in 2 hours. Yeah, this is torture. I'm gonna find somewhere to kip. Alright. This is a chat menu. Optional conversations can be played at any time. If you want to move on for now, you can always play them later. Choices made in these don't affect the outcome of all the campaign. Let's do. I like the designs in this game. They're great. They're great. And you know, in gameplay, they're even better. I promise. In gameplay, like you're seeing, like in gameplay, they really shine. They really get the urban fantasy vibe down, top notch, top notch. Can I ask you something? Shoot. How are you so sure about all this? You were always the guy double checking our orders, hedging our bets, better safe than sorry. No offense, it was comforting. None taken. But now you see an old friend causing trouble and you walk into a police station with an assault staff? I kinda forgot you're the sharp. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's not just that Liv's been playing with fire. It's that I know what happens in a month's time if we do nothing. Oh really? I thought you could only see 1 second ahead. On a good day, yeah, when I'm in control. But sometimes I get flashes. They're brief, they're rare, and I don't know how far ahead I'm seeing. So most of them tell me nothing useful. And the temporal whiplash lays me out for days. In one though, I saw a date. It was etched into a massive stone slab, 18692, above a list of hundreds of names, thousands. I can't tell where I am or when I am, and they aren't the names I know, but I know it's a war memorial, and I'm swallowing a feeling like a throat full of rocks. I did nothing. When did you have this flash? 3 months ago. Right after Liv Kennedy came back on the map. Alright. Salt Staple. Yeah, this game has like a lot of jokes around that. They really play with like the modernity mixed with RPG fantasy. For example, you have like the Druid Mafia, or you have a guy that summons like people that died in car accidents as like a bunch of cars. it really plays a lot with it. It's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. It's better than say something like Harry Potter, which just completely ignores the urban aspects of having something be said in a modern setting. Here it's a balance, you know? Let's not do the... Oh, you know what? Fuck it, let's do the cat's name. What's your cat's name? Daryl. Named your cat Daryl? My mom did. She's a really cat person. Well, he's a treasure. What does he do? In magic? Nothing. I think he's illegal. This is unbucked and looks like you should be ashamed. He's surprisingly chill about being on a ship. Yeah, I think he was a ship's cat before my mom adopted him. And the amount of educated skills both inbuilt on the certain like a turgid poet. I think he just has a disdain for life that he wants to acknowledge that this is any worse than the usual. I think we could take Daryl. No offense, Daryl. There was another route for this, I think. Yeah, but I think he was a ship's cat before Mom adopted. Well, he wasn't a Navy boy. We'd have crossed paths. You know every cat in the Navy? Most by reputation, but I have had the honor to serve alongside. Yeah, you know. Miss Fumblebeats tour back in '96. I don't know what to do with that sentence. And how many kills did you rack up that time? 6 reds, 2 goals, and an R&B. A peerless service record. Yeah, there's a bunch of like Viet style choices there, but it's not really that important. It's just kind of slice of lifey joke stuff. That's a really good Russian urban fantasy book series, The Night Watch. I'll have to look that up. Thank you for recommending it. I'll have to look it up. I'll add it to my backlog right now. If there's an audiobook version of it, even better. Because I like listening to audiobooks. Alright. The Night's Watch. The Night Watch. There we go. Alright, let's move on. Zan's brain. Bear with it. Hi. Oh wait, are you really here? Explain where here is, then ask me again? Shit, sorry, I think you're in my dream. This happens sometimes. My foresight runs wild while I'm asleep. And it can drag in other casters just for dreaming too. I need some credit, runs wild. Well, okay, it runs combat drills. Combat's when I use it most, so that's what it knows. So we're about to fight a completely meaningless battle? Yeah, sorry. I can kill you if you'd like. That'll probably wake you up. Nah, I'm good. I could just practice, to be honest. I don't get shot at much of the typical private investigation. Yeah, they're not bad for building confidence. Alright, let's reach. Yeah! Okay, now I can get to show what the gameplay of this game looks like. Okay, so basically, like, it's a strategy puzzle. It's a strategic puzzle game, is the best way I can describe it. So basically, like, what you do over here is, for example, this guy, right? Zan. You can move him over here. That's one move. Then you can shoot this guy over here. That'll give him knockback. You can also shoot this guy. That won't kill him though, so... However... And that guy's still alive. That guy's still alive and kicking. We can... But then, okay, so this guy, this girl over here, Jen. Okay, this guy is called Zan, this girl's called Jen. It's kind of confusing, I mix them up sometimes, but okay, so what Zan does, he has a bunch of abilities, and Jen has two. One of Jen's abilities is that she can chain bolt, that she can actually telekinetically move enemies towards places, and if they're standing in front of the window, then bye-bye. They're just gone. So she's really useful in specific situations, but you really have to be tactical about it. She also has a Gale Grenade over here, which then throws out a lot of guys, just like that. And then Zan can move over here, and then 3-ball burst him. And then kaboom! That was brief. Yeah, there's usually a bit more to them than that. Wanna do another? Sure. And yeah, you can do it in one turn. You have a bunch of challenges. You can do it in one turn, you can do it on multiple turns. It's really up to you how you do it. You can do it with no hits. You can do it with a lot of hits. You can... It's really quite in depth. Yeah. So okay, so dreams, these are the dreams then. Let's do one of these. Or maybe we'll do more of the story. Let's do a bit more of the dreams and then maybe a bit more of the story. I'm really surprised they like chalked so much stuff in here before we finally get to another story bit. It's a little overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so basically what we can do here is we can we breach here? That's usually how you start. Zan, Jen. Breach! Kaboom! And that kills one guy. I did not know that you can do that, but alright. So yeah, if Zen, Jen, oh, that is Zen. We need Jen for this. Okay, if Jen, well, wait, that, what the heck? We have two Zans? That's weird. What the hell? That's weird. Well, anyway, I guess we can do that later. You know what? Let's do a bit more of the story. Oh, we get more outfits. Nice. Desert Detachment. Hell yeah, she looks great in this. I really want to go for White Witch though. But Desert Detachment's cool. Yeah, this'll work. It does look really fun. I highly recommend it. This is a very unique game. It's unique and it's excellently made. Reactors of Black Side back in the real world. Banks is definitely closed. My scry is popping off. You okay? You're sweating. Just out of practice. Okay. What are we looking at in here? Automated turrets, they're tough, but if you can get close, you can shut them down. That seems like a security oversight. Not a documented feature, just hold the status button and tab reset 3 times. God bless military engineering! Love the confidence system. Yeah, the confidence, it's cool. It works. Like, you're giving a bunch of challenges. So how the confidence system works is you're given a bunch of challenges like over here. Prevents 2 reinforcements in total. That's how you earn a confidence point for Zan. And for Jen, it's finished by the end of turn 3, right? They're optional, and they basically just give you new outfits. But they're nice to have. It's nice if you want an extra challenge. And if you feel like... and if you, like, want some nice outfits for them. Alright. Sure, tough but can be removed. Fires a powerful... Tough but can be disabled if you move adjacent to it. Fires a powerful shot with knockback into force C phase. Can be used to as cover. Resistant to knockback and damage. Oh. Okay, that's tough. I think we're gonna have to dodge the turret for here. Okay, Jen, you move over here. Okay, that will set both our their sights on me over here, so... Okay. Gill grenades. No, wait, there's another guy over there too. Ah, the heck with it. Let's use our gill grenades. Alright, alright. Maybe if we move here, no? Jen, you static blast him. Nah, that won't do anything. That just... Like I said, like, static blast is Jen's attack. But if they're not standing near a wall, or a window, you're not gonna hurt them, you're just gonna knock them back. So maybe it would be better to do Zan right here, okay. Take cover. Grab intel. A time boost. Time boost gives a character an extra action, so Zen, for example, this costs 1 action. Kaboom, right? Now, if we use time boost on Zen, she can do that again. Unfortunately, that'll kill us. I think. Maybe we can Gale Grenade this thing. No, that doesn't work. It's immune to Gale Grenades. Alright, I'm gonna have to think here. I don't think we can end that thing by turn 1. As nice as it would be. We can try to do this conservatively, I suppose. What if you people... Yeah, that doesn't work. You, Jen. There's also this part though. Okay, static blast this fucker. Then take cover. You grab the intel and then take cover too. I'll end my turn. Oh boy. Jen barely can get... She can't get there, she can't get there. Shit, okay. But maybe we can... Okay, hold on. What if... Look, like, what if? Jen. Chain bolt this fucker, then chain bolt the turret, and chain bolt him again. Then Gale Grenade yourself. Then Gale Grenade yourself. And then take cover. That doesn't work, okay. Okay, chain bolt this guy. Then that thing, then that guy again. Stability, knockback resistant, yeah, that makes sense for that thing. Man, okay. Again, might have to do it conservatively here. That's gonna prevent the reinforcements at least. Because now they can't come out the door anymore because it is blocked by a turret. Okay. Now Zan, where the hell do we go? Put you. There don't seem to be any goals for... okay, but yeah. Taking cover is not gonna help anything though. Well, just a little bit. We know. What if the time boost doesn't give you extra movement though, so maybe not best to do that. That's not helping anything. Zan is kinda useless right now. Sorry, Zan. Ow. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen then. Okay, now Zan. Man, what is a good place to put you that Jen isn't already at? I can take over there. Maybe here? Well, that won't really move him. We could try though. You know what, let's do it conservatively for now. Finish by the end of turn 3. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, I think. I don't think we're gonna get a confidence point for Jen here. But I do want to find out what... Okay, turn off turn. Pew. That's it. That's all you need to do. Turn it off. Although then we are now... Okay, now we are inside of that turret. So great. You know what? Okay. We're not gonna... I don't think we're gonna get it anyway though. That just blocks it. Predictive bolt, maybe? It's not gonna... Oh. That deals 4 damage, that deals 1 damage. It doesn't see... yeah. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to play this conservatively for now. But you can disable this one. Or not. Fuck, I forgot. Then you are inside of that turret, so just... Okay, both... Oh, son of a bitch! Oh, we fucked. We fucked up here. Oh, we done fucked up here. We done fucked up. We cannot disable any of these turrets without getting hurt. Okay. I'm gonna restart the level then. But yeah, that's what I like about this game. You really have to think about your moves. You have to think about everything that you do. It's great. It's really great. Boop. Okay, now. Kaboom. What if? Okay, I don't think we can redeploy anywhere else. It's just here, right? Yeah. You, Jen, go over here, grab the intel. It'll give you 2 chain bolts though, but I don't think that's gonna be very helpful. Okay. What if we played extremely conservatively? Like we chain bolt this guy. No, not chain bolt, just static blast him. We static blast this guy. And then we grab the intel, you Jen take cover, you Zan. Just go over here, grab the intel and also take cover. You also take cover. Now we enter. Play it extremely conservatively right now. Take cover. You, Zan, defend Jen. Although now he cannot take cover, so it's... Yeah, that's true. What if we do a gale grenade here? Okay, we can 3-bow burst him already. Electrified wall inflicts damage when knocked in. Oh, you static blast him. There we go. That's nice. All right, now. I don't know if he... I don't think he's gonna be able to take cover anywhere else. I don't think we're gonna be able to either get this by the end of turn 3 or not. Okay, I really don't think we're gonna be able to get this by turn 3. Yeah, that's not gonna be an option. At least not yet, right? I gotta think about things. Let's just take cover for now. You, Jen, go turn off turret, kaboom. You, Zan, go shoot that guy. Oh, fuck. Also just kill grenade the fucker. Well, no. Kill grenade you over here. Yeah, there we go. Now we can chainball this thing so that it prevents any sort of reinforcements. And we technically... Right. Okay, which turn is it? It's turn 2. No, it's turn 3. We're not gonna be able to, whatever. Okay. We'll do it another time. We'll do it another time. It's fine. Turn off turret. Done. Now Zan gets 1 confidence point. Jen not though. Here we go. I see control terminal for this turret. If we can reach that, we can do better than turn it off. We can mess with its target recognition. If you get to it, try Al Kennedy or Philidor. Do what? You think Liv programmed every turret? What do you think? Why do you know Liv's passwords? How do you know Liv's passwords? No, but she insisted on having admin level access to friendly security systems ever since Medal in 81. I'd ask, but we don't have that kind of time. Shit. Why do you know Liv's passwords? I respected the hell out of her, but it was very clear she could kill me and one day might. Seem prudent. How do you know Liv's passwords? It's not that hard to spy undetected when you only have to foresee doing it. Ow. That's unsettling information. Alright, let's hack a turret. It's not gonna be easy to reach. Let me try something. I have an old trick I haven't tried in a while. Oh, we have a new ability. False Prophet. Read the description of False Prophet and use it to make the current turret wasted shot. Send a false premonition of yourself, which expires at the end of the foresee phase. What is this? Oh, you clone yourself. Okay. Okay, you clone yourself. I see. Fuck you though. Let's see here. Breach. Breach, okay. Grab intel, false prophet this guy over here. Oh, I have a fun idea. What? Look, what if the turret shoots this guy? Oh, that's genius. Oh, that is hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. Oh, that is G. I love that. That is hilarious. But it's not enough though. Nice, yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. Finish by the end of turn 2. Finish with all team members at full health. Okay, I think we can do that. Sure, let's accept this outcome. This is fine. Oh fuck, I forgot. This card app literally is unstable. Ohio. Heya, Yune, heya, welcome to the box. What do you think of the box? Welcome to a perfect square. Also, welcome to more wizards. Because I like this game. Actor free. Oh, nice. Lovely, in fact. Okay, predictive ball that fucker. But only after doing him first, and then predictive ball that fucker. Now you, Zan, fucking kill this bitch. Or C. Wait, no, this is still turn 2! Ah, okay. If we move, then we'll get to turn 1, okay. You think we'll get there? Okay, just seal door, easy peasy, baking greasy. 3-bolt boost this fucker into oblivion, then static blast this fucker onto the wall. Then bam! That will shoot that guy, and now we are done. Yeah! We get confidence point for both. Hell yeah! Oh, my CRT resolution nostalgia. Oh, that's taking me back to the good old boomer days. This reminds me of Fuzzy Picture taking quality 500 tons CRT TV. Oh, I'm gonna oh, get this best. Oh, I remember the good old days. Yeah. But fun fact, that's for you're thinking of 4x3. This is 1x1, which is even more extreme than 4x3. 1x1 is a complete box. It's a complete square. 4x3, there's still some wideness over there, and that's the one that everyone's familiar with. Zan, you're a pale man. You sure you're okay? Oh, what? You're Zan, you're pale, man. You sure you're okay? I do feel rough, to be honest. Churning out suicidal time clones of yourself never feels great, but this is different. Did something bite you? Mark on your neck? Does it look like the one on your arm? Huh? Should we abort? Not an option. Our ride already left. Well, Banks is a doctor. Breaking her out of this dive should earn us a checkup, right? Oh, good point. When I hang back, I can probably figure something out by myself here. No, I'm good to fight. Thanks, though. Okay, good, because I was absolutely buffing. Could be fucking tanky there for all I know. Think human shape, but you're not far off. Indeed. It seems. Reactor Heavy Gunner Hightower. Lays down so much fire that you take a little damage even in cover. Have enough to resist one bomb back. Oh, interesting. This game is so fucking cool. This game is so fucking cool, man. It's so cool. Grab intel. Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let's think about this for a second. He's standing next to nothing. But these are something. Causes free knockback to all adjacent targets if damaged. Okay, okay, that's interesting. Turret control. Finish by the end of turn 3. Cause predictive bolt of fire before the 4C phase. Wonder if that's even possible. No wait, I do think I've seen that. Oh, I've got an idea, How much is this guy health? Quite a bit. Alright. Breach. Yo. Predictive bolt here? Or rather, okay, like let's first do. We cannot push him though, but we can chain bolt the fucker, or just static blast, I guess. Wait, no, he has knockback resistance. Ah, that's hard. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. But this one has 2 knockback. But still, that's not enough. Okay. Let's see here. What do you think of the 1x1 layout though, Yuna? Do you like it or do you think it's bullshit? No, I kinda like it. And as silly as it is, I feel like it really compacts things together. And now you can focus more on the game without having to like dart your eyes around to my own like model back and forth. I don't know. I like it. I just like it. It's a fun experiment, if anything. It's unique, to be sure, but I feel like it just makes everything smaller. Are you watching on phone or are you watching on computer? I guess on phone. Because you were talking about the app. But if you're on computer, you can like window the thing individually. If you're on computer, you can pop out the video. You can pop out the video. Like there should be an option for it, and you can just have it play in the background while you're doing other stuff. And that was kind of my thought behind it, my thought process. Oh man, come on now. What do we need to do here? Let's think about that. Okay, we need to disable that thing. I don't think we can end this shit by turn 3. We have to kill him, we have to disable this, we have to kill that guy, and we have to defeat the turret, and we have to kill that guy. So that's 5 enemies. Oh, hold on, actually, like... That's 5 enemies, and we need to get that by turn 3. Now, how the fuck do we do that? You 3 bolt... What if you just... Can we even fucking, like... Can we breach that door? I don't know. That'll kill us. Okay, Jen. Go grenade the fucker. Move here. Go grenade. Nah, that don't work. He doesn't take knockback. Ah. Okay. What if I just place Zan there and then just gen you over here? You take the intel. You go jibble this fucker. Yo, grab the intel, give Jen another turn. Now Jen, chain bolt. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay. Take cover. Oh, right. You'll take 1 damage even if in cover. Still much better than taking a full hit. Oh boy. Well, we can take 1 hit, I feel. Oh, the plus size of mangaka is taking pixel request. Oh man, I gotta get in on that. Well, if it's not too expensive, at least. Imagine her drawing Ayako. Oh, I need her drawing Ayako. Oh, that'd be so good. False Prophet go here. If we just shoot the Prophet, then it doesn't matter if Jen's cover doesn't work or not. Swiss Army Life, have the team use 10 defense ability on 1 turn. Oh, nice. It's like, okay, I'll check it out. Maybe after stream. Zan, can you shoot him? No. You cannot. I'll just end my turn, I guess. Oh! Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh! Oh, that's how you... Okay. I think I'm fucked. I think I fucked up. I should have stand here so that I could have like shot him, right? We cannot do a false prophet anymore either. No! If we restart the level, do we restart the whole thing or just... No, we just restart this part. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Zan, breach. Now Jen, you breach over here. No wait, Zan. Zan, you stand here. Breach so that Jen can move over. Ah, she cannot. Fuck, okay. Jen, you breach. How's that? Ah, he really can't. Okay. We could play it conservatively. Oh, I got an idea. Wait, can we not? We cannot breach now? What? I guess we need both of those to breach. That didn't do jack shit. Breach. Okay. We can't. It's already there. If we could breach, just breach the door. But we can. We need the. We really can't. Okay. The game's starting to catch on to my strategies. Okay. Wow, that sucks. What if we just guild grenade this fucker though? Wouldn't that be funny? It would not, it would suck. Okay. You grab the intel over here. Zan, move over here. Move the false prophet over here. That'll kill him. Wait. Does that mean that... No, he won't, he won't... Like, okay. What we could have done is maybe move him. The heavy gunner. Okay, well, that'll take care of it, I guess. And we don't even need to use up our false prophet then. Alright, that'll work. Just do it conservatively, I guess. Oh fuck, now he's blocking the fucking terminal! No! Why'd you have to stand there? Fuck you, man. Can we not, like... Okay. I guess the turret's auto-aim. You... This is Jen. It's Jen, right? Open security doors. Man, okay. I really should have used predictive bolt. Oh, wait. No, but predictive bolt's fucking... Like, it's not gonna kill him. It's not gonna kill him. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna restart it again. This is tough. Jen, breach. Now that will let Zan go over here. Just 3-bolt burst that fucker. Predictive bolt. You grab intel. I think that'll be enough. Eh! Fuck you, man! Oh. But hey, at least now he's not standing in the way of the predictable. Oh wait. Hold on. I got another idea. If we shoot over there instead of there. No, I can't get there. No. Well. Okay. That's okay, I guess. Use N or Jen. Zen. No, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm getting. What's the time? It's getting late. I feel like it's getting really late for me. Okay, I still got 30 minutes, I guess. But like, have I been going 3 hours? That's not bad, I guess. But man, I am so tired. You know what? I think I might end it. I might end it here. I don't know. I don't want it to fucking quit saving. Well, I guess it's saved here. Did it save my? Did it save in the middle of the mission? Yes, it did. Okay. I'm not doing this right now. Maybe in the future. I am just a bit too tired right now. And yeah, a lot of other stuff's on my mind, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it though. Do tell me what you think of it all. I personally like it. I like this box. I like this smaller box. It is comfy. But I can understand if you don't like it. I'm just gonna ask people, what do you think of it? Do you think I should continue doing the 1x1? Or go back to 16:9? Or do specific streams in 1x1 and others in 16:9? Yeah. I'm gonna ask a lot of people about that. I'm also gonna prepare for the other streams, namely the Maid War one, the Maid War Stellaris one. Well, first off, the convention recap, the Maid War Stellaris, the Maid War Stellaris challenge, and yeah, the Seiyu's life puzzle. Those are the main 3 ones on my mind right now. But hope you guys enjoyed this weird little experimental stream. Thank you for joining Dead Azrael Gaming. Thank you for joining Erwin, and thank you for joining Yune. Also, and as usual, thank you for joining anyone who is watching the VOD or who was lurking. I always appreciate you guys as well. And as usual, have a good day or night. Oyasumi.